Well, Brett and Amanda, as you just mentioned, the governor announced the state will be rolling back to phase 2 with hopes of lowering that spread. Now, for restaurants, it will go back to a 50% capacity with 8 people max at a table. And for those who serve alcohol, they must be closed by 9:30 p.m. Takeout and delivery will still be available after 9:30. Now, personal services like barbershops, hair salons, and nail salons will remain at 75% capacity. And for event venues, there is a max of 25 people indoors and 50 outdoors. Performing arts and movie theaters capacity is capped at 100 people. And lastly, religious gatherings, it will now be 50% capacity, and virtual services are advised. These mandatory changes will go into effect midnight on Friday.
People are catching COVID from one another when we're together in groups and when we're together with people who don't live in our household. So the point of that advisory is just a very strong reminder to everyone that as we see infections go up now in Connecticut, the chance that somebody you're socializing with, the chance that that person has maybe an infection that has no symptoms is getting higher.
And Massachusetts just implemented a mandatory stay-at-home advisory from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. And for Connecticut, though, that's not mandatory and simply a strong recommendation for now. I'm live at the state capitol. Carmen Chow, Fox 61 News.